So, I'm not good at this type of thing, but people message me and ask me questions, and I don't know if they're asking me questions just to ask me questions, or if they're asking me questions to make a video about it, or do an Ask Me Anything situation. And I usually return most of my messages. I don't check my messenger a lot, but if you message me with Brian, the Bryan from South, I usually am within a couple days. Question was, what was the worst job that you ever had? And I think I've covered this before. Not a lot of people know. I don't think I've ever said this, but I wanted to be a police officer when I was younger. A police officer. I wanted to go be in the Army. I wanted to, be one of those first responder type positions. And I took quite a few police exams, corrections exams, and I just happened to try it when I was in North Carolina, and I hated it. It's at first, it's like anything, it seems exciting, and you're working in a prison, and it was the worst job I've ever had in my life. It's where I got sick with the vaccine that they gave me for tuberculosis. I remember being in the nurse proud in the infirmary, and people were getting their shots to work there, our class or whatever, and didn't think nothing of it, anyways. But just seeing how the machinery works, realizing that the prison industry is a for-profit industry. I started doing stand-up comedy, and I started having some success doing that, and thanks to the people at the Real Cafe and people putting me on the radio and stuff. I started doing good at that, and it started to become a conflict of interest, and I already, the prison wasn't known for its fucking funness, you know what I mean? I hated it. For some people, that was where they were going to retire. For me, it was just part of the story. I hated it, and then I had a situation later in life to be a police officer. My brother-in-law was like, I'll get you in, you just can't have any felonies, and you got to pass a drug, blah, 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 blah. And I said, yeah, he said, I'm doing the hiring and I'm on the board, and I'll get you a job as a police officer. And I said, man, it sounds really fucking tempting. Do you know what I mean? It sounds really tempting, but I just don't feel like that's what God has for my life right now. And it just didn't seem to be a thing that was really important to me anymore. Once I quit that job, I started focusing more on what makes you happy, like what job do you feel like pest control has always been my favorite. Being an exterminator has always been the fucking true love of my life. In the service industry, being an exterminator, I know that I was meant to be that.